All right, ladies and gents, I think we are just about ready to get the stream started for today. Everything looks good to go, so why don't we go ahead and dive on into it here. Welcome, everybody, back again to another stream. Today is stream number 328. Fantastic. Before we begin today's stream, let's go over our streaming schedule really quick. We stream Monday to Friday, 6 to 7 Central, daily updates on the community tab, all that good stuff. If you've been here before, you know how this works. If you haven't been here before, well, welcome to the streams. Hope you enjoy them. For today's stream, everybody, like the title suggests, we are bringing back an old classic. We're going to be doing some bracket fights today. If you don't know what bracket fights are, you'll find out pretty quick. If you do know, I'm sure you guys are looking forward to the return of bracket fights. I know I sure am. Had a lot of fun setting it up. I'm hoping to maybe do these weekly at this point. Maybe every Wednesday we could do a bracket fight. That sounds like fun. I want to add more diversity to the streams. I feel like all we've been doing lately is doing gaming stuff. I mean, I got nothing against the gaming stuff, you know, that's all fine and dandy, but we need to do something different. So today we're doing some bracket fights. How long has it been since we've done these? That is a good question. It's been a hot minute. I can't remember the last time we did that. I was looking through some of the older brackets though that I had set up once upon a time, and I don't know, brought back a lot of nostalgic memories. Can I have nostalgia for streams? I'm gonna have nostalgia for streams. So yeah, we're gonna do some bracket fights here. We'll start that up here in a few moments. But first things first, feel free to let me know how you guys are doing in the chat. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. It is Wednesday the 22nd. Hope you guys are having a pretty good day today. I've been working on turning my closet to be only JS stuff. It's looking good. Awesome, little JS shrine. That's awesome. Hopefully that turns out real nice. Let's see. Got a pagan Lego Brawls. That's cool. We got a Bigfoot yesterday. That was the highlight of my day. It is Wednesday already. Yes, indeed. Is it Wednesday already? You know, when Ninjago said that back in the day, when the Lloyd said that when he got out of bed, that was a reference to the fact that Ninjago episodes premiered on Wednesday in the U.S. A little bit of a fun factoid there. How's your life been? It's been all right. I've been pretty content with life, all things considered. Spring break is coming. Oh, that's cool. Hope you guys have some fun stuffs planned for spring break. My spring break is all the time. I don't go to school no more. It feels like a Friday, but it's a Wednesday. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. To me, it just kind of feels like a Wednesday. I'm looking forward to Friday, though. Looking forward to the weekend. Probably going to sleep in more. Looking forward to that. I've been tired all week, guys. I've been really exhausted, so I'm looking forward to maybe sleeping a lot this weekend, catching up on sleep and such. I already had spring break. Ooh, you're already on spring break? Yeah, spring break is different depending on who you are and, you know, your school system and whatnot. Where you go to school, all that fun stuff, the whole shebang. A buddy of mine has spring break coming up. He's in school, so he'll be on his spring break here soon. Currently grinding Mario Kart. Have you played Sharblade? Played in gym tomorrow? I don't think I have. I'm not sure what that is, to be honest with you. Sounds fun, though. Ninja Roll. What's that sport called in Ninja Roll? Where they're all roller skating? Why can't I think of it? I'll think of it. Or you guys will tell me, don't worry. Let's see. I do have something planned for April Fools. I do. That's a couple days away, right? Yeah, it's the 22nd. About a week, maybe a couple days after a week, perhaps. I have something planned for April Fools. Don't you guys worry. Ooh, made good progress in Fall of Cybertron multiplayer. That's cool. I've been itching to play that again. I've been playing the single player, not gonna lie. I've been playing through the campaign again. On hard difficulty this time. So I have all the difficulties completed once I complete the story on hard mode. I'm currently on the chapter right after... what am I talking about? Right after you get done with the Jazz and Cliff Jumper stuff. So, oh yeah, Thunderblade, that's what it was called. On Chen's Island, Thunderblade. Ninja Roll, same as the song, Thunderblade, that type of meme. So why don't we go ahead and get started with the bracket fights, ladies and gents. I think it's about time to roll into that. Now, usually with bracket fights, what we do is we have you guys vote on which one should win, and that's what we're going to be doing today. Once again, if you have not done bracket fights today, I will explain how they work as we go throughout, but essentially, If I can get my screen share set up here. I will be using the chat on my telephone, so bear with me. I need 3 screens to pull this off. So we have our bracket, and let me share the screen super fast. We have our bracket. We have our screen share. Now today, for the return of bracket fights, we're going to be doing a couple of ninja suits. Now, this is not like specifically, you know, like Zane's stone armor suit or Lloyd's kimono suit. It's all the suits. So this represents all the stone armor suits. This one represents all the kimonos, all the hero suits, all the Zukin suits, etc., etc. And what we're going to be doing today is determining which of these suits is the very best according to you guys and your votes. So take a good look at the bracket. That's what it's going to be looking like. I don't have all the suits here. We only had 16 slots, so a lot of suits had to be left out, but I picked the ones that were the most popular from what I've seen. I've picked the ones that were fan favorites, if you will. So we got ourselves a nice selection right here, and this is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be voting on some suits, determining which one of this selection is the very best, like no one ever was. So let's get the voting starting here. Let's start with this right here, up in the top left-hand corner. Deepstone versus, whatever you would call that, golden crystallized. Not sure the proper name for these suits, but we have the Deepstone suits versus the golden crystallized suits. So let's get started with that. I will be dropping a poll in the chat, and we will give 2 minutes per poll. Which suits are better? Tell Cat we said hi. Will do. I will pass the message along. So we got Deepstone, golden crystallized, I guess. All right, which suits are better? I'm going to copy and paste that question. We're going to be asking that a lot here. Take your pick, ladies and gents. What do you think is the better suit? Let's see. The normal crystallized suits are the best Ninjago suits. Oh, yeah, the ones that aren't with the golden armor. Yeah, I didn't want to pick, like, 3 for crystallized, so I just picked, like, the most recent ones, I guess. Unless you count the dragon forms, which I don't really count as, like, separate suits, per se. I mean, sure, they're separate variants of the ninja, but it's not like a legit ninja suit. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Sharblade is like soccer, but on scooters? That's pretty fun. That sounds like fun, actually. I've never played that. It does sound like a lot of fun, though. Have I seen Bluey? I have not, no. I have not seen Bluey. As much as I would have loved to have seen Bluey, I have not. Let's see. Is there fugitive suits? Not on this bracket. Here, I will share the screen super fast. Just to show you guys what we got. So just to recap, this is what we got in terms of the bracket. Just going through them really quick. We have Deepstone, Golden Crystallized, the Destiny / Air Jitsu suits, Legacy 1, Stone Armor, Fusion / Hands of Time, Kimonos, the Originals, ZX, the Day of the Departed Honor Robes, the Season 11 suits, the Sons of Garmadon suits, the Hunted suits, Zukin / Jungle, Hero, and Island. That's what we have for today's setup. So I would show the bracket all the time, but I also need to monitor the poll as well. End that off. It's actually a pretty close race right now. Deepstone's at 53%, Golden Crystallized is at 47%. A lot closer than I thought it would be, not going to lie. So if you guys haven't voted in the poll yet, feel free to vote. Once it hits 2 minutes, we will end things off there. And whoever wins will be crowned the winner, and whoever loses, we will laugh at them. Do I like Emperor Palpatine? I mean, I'm not really a huge Star Wars guy, but I guess he was funny. You know? Creepy dude with the lightning fingers. All that good stuff. Let's see. Is Randy here? These bracket streams were his first appearance. I'm not sure if Randy will be here. We're just going to have to wait and see. But that is 2 minutes on the poll, and I'm pretty sure Deepstone won. Oh, yeah, it did, but it was really close, guys. 50 to 49. Now, obviously, that doesn't add up to 100. The YouTube polls never do, but whichever has the higher percentage, we're just going to give it to. So, Deepstone won. So, going back to our bracket here, let's bump up the Deepstone suits. That was actually a lot closer than I thought it would be. Already off to a stiff competition here. Over on this side, we have the ZX suits versus the Day of the Departed Honor suits, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, let's get rolling with that. Let's also do Season 5 pictures, because Deepstone won. So, new poll. Let's do it. set this up here. We got the ZX, or the Day of the Departed Honor suits. All right. Both really good suits in my opinion. The ZX suits are classic, obviously, but the Day of the Departed Honor robes, I actually kind of like those. So I'm not sure which one I'd vote for if I was voting. Nostalgia stream. What are we going to do now? Bring back rapid fire questions. Yeah, you guys remember that? Rapid fire questions. Oh, what a time to be alive. What a time to be on the channel. Let's see. Do you think that Jay and Skylar's mom will be talked about in United? If so, which will get their story first? I'm willing to bet that neither of those storylines will be touched on in Ninjago United. But if they were to touch on them, I would love for them to do Jay's first. I think that one's the most necessary. But, you know, I doubt they're going to touch on either of those storylines, to be honest with you. We should bring back the tier lists. I wouldn't mind doing that. Yeah, we're going to bring back pizza time. I would bring back the pizza time, but we found ourselves an infinitely better sound effect to use, both in terms of the subs and the donations. So we got the Cursed Woo and the Ain't No One Leaving This Party. I think that's a good combo. With the poll being more in the favor of the ZX suits, we're going to end it off a little bit early. If there's ever an overwhelming victory like this, where it's 70% to like some other smaller percentage, we're just going to end it off early and give the victory to, you know, obviously the higher percentage if it's an overwhelming amount like that. So going back to our bracket, let's do the ZX suits. They won obviously by a pretty high margin. I like the Day of the Departed Honor suits though. It's kind of like a nice combination between the ZX suits and the originals. So moving on to the next round, we have ourselves the Skybound suits, the Air Jitsu suits, the Destiny suits, whatever you want to call them, versus the Legacy suits, or the March of the Oni suits, whatever you want to call those. They go by many different names, so let's get that one rolling here. I'm going to call them Skybound and March of the Oni. Whoops, I accidentally wrote DS. Lego Battles DS. Skybound or March of the Oni, if I could spell. All right, take a vote. See what you guys think. I like both of these suits too. Skybound because Legacy suits are trash. I don't know if I'd call them trash. I mean, are they overused? Most definitely. I feel like that's part of the reason why Legacy ended. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think they would end it because they keep on reusing the suits. But yeah, they use them quite a bit. Yeah, I've heard them called a couple of different things. Air Jitsu suits, the Destiny suits, the Skybound suits. They have a couple different names. So just for clarity, we're just going to call them the Skybound suits, with March of the Oni suits being called the March of the Oni suits, or the Legacy suits, or whatever you want to call them. Certainly a lot of names you could throw their way. Let's see. Air Jitsu suits are peak design. I like them quite a bit actually. I don't mind them. In my opinion, they're kind of like an upgrade to the Deepstone suits, because they have the golden armor. There's a little bit more of the ninja's signature color in each one. I like that quite a bit. And also Nia had a better Destiny suit or Air Jitsu suit as opposed to the Deepstone one, in my opinion. As I take a sip of my water here. Yeah, it's been a while since we've done a chill stream. I'm enjoying myself so far though. Hope you guys are enjoying it too. I think we can end off the poll there and give the victory to the Skybound suits. I don't think the March of the Oni suits are going to catch up within the couple of seconds that we have left. So going back to our bracket, let's bump up the Air Jitsu, Destiny, super duper excellent extravaganza Skybound suits. Beautiful. Over here, we have the Season 11 suits versus the Sons of Garmadon suits. Again, whatever you want to call these suits, go for it, but let's do that next round there. Season 11 versus Season 8. Who's got the better costumes, the better suits? Let's roll. Season 11 or Sons of Garmadon. I think we all know what we're talking about here. Let's take a vote. Yeah, the polls never add up to 100% for some reason. YouTube can't add. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. They're never going to add up to 100%, unfortunately. May I request Tournament of Elements pictures? Tell you what, if the Zukin Ninja win, then yeah, we can totally do that. Just depends on who wins the polls. But we'll probably do them at some point, don't worry. Yeah, YouTube's just like me for real. It can't add. Fantastic. Sons of Garmadon was amazing. Or Sons of Garmadon suits were amazing. Yeah, I agree. I like them quite a bit. Honestly, with the Sons of Garmadon suits, I think all of them together look amazing. The Season 11 suits, not so much. I mean, they still look good, but again, like the Legacy suits before them, yeah, they were overused. Exactly. Yep, absolutely. A lot of people don't really care for the Season 11 suits because they constantly had them in the Ninjago series, as recent as Crystallized. So, fingers crossed for Ninjago United, we are not going to see those anymore. I imagine we won't. I feel like they're finally going to be rid of them, but we'll see. The Sons of Garmadon suits do have an overwhelming lead over the Season 11 suits, so let's wrap up the poll there and head on back to our handy-dandy bracket and bump up the Sons of Garmadon suits. So right now we have 4 suits in the top 8. We got the Deepstone, the ZX, the Air Jitsu Destiny Skybound, and the Sons of Garmadon. Nice little collection there. Moving on, we have Stone Armor versus Fusion. So at the end of Season 3 versus the entirety of Season 7. Let's see what you guys vote for. Sons of Garmadon won, so we will do Season 8 pictures for a bit. Sounds good. What anime do you recommend? Honestly, I haven't been watching a lot of anime lately. I have been watching a lot of the Studio Ghibli movies, though, or Studio Ghibli, whatever you want to call them. So I'd say check out some of those movies. They're all pretty good, especially the ones directed by Miyazaki. Stone Armor versus Fusion. All right, take a vote. What are you guys thinking? Why are they called the Fusion suits? Could not tell you. No idea. Yeah, the Stone Armor suits are pretty cool too. I like them quite a bit. Unfortunately, collecting the Stone Armor suits, that's a bit of a pain because they come in so many different sets and so many different methods of getting those minifigures. Luckily for 2 of them, Zane and Lloyd, they come in the Battle for Ninjago City set. So, easy way to get those ones. At least at the time, it was easy to get those. But for Cole's and Kai's and Jay's, they came in either books or random minifigure packs or, you know, it was just a hard wave of suits to collect. But I managed to get my hands on them. I'm not a huge fan of the Fusion suits, to be honest. That's probably my least favorite selection of suits. I like the Stone Armor sets, or suits, quite a bit. Yeah, I remember getting the Battle for Ninjago City set. That set, actually, I have a lot of nostalgia for that set. It was one of the first Ninjago sets that I bought on my own with my own money when I had my first job. So, when I was working at my school, once upon a time, way back in the day, yeah, I bought that set with my first paycheck. I have a lot of nostalgia for that set. I still have it. It's just, you know, in pieces in storage, but what a good set. I liked that set a lot, actually. Pretty sure I bought the X1 charger to go along with it. So, there's a Swift Blu-ray at Walmart. No, there isn't. I refuse to believe. Do you still have the Quake mech? I do, yeah. It's over on the shelf right now next to the Fire mech. And what else do I got over there? I also got the Titan mech from Legacy, Jay's Titan mech from Core, and Nia and Lloyd's mech from the movies. So it's pretty much all the movie mechs, except I have Zane's Titan mech and Jay's Titan mech there as well, instead of their respective movie mechs, because those are more mechs than the movie mechs were. So those are just vehicles, like Jay's jet and Zane's tank. Those aren't mechs, man. I refuse to believe those are mechs. Why don't we wrap up the poll here? Stone Armor has won over Fusion. It's been 2 minutes, so let's wrap it up there. Stone Armor has won. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a huge fan of the Fusion suits. I much more prefer the Stone Armor suits, but I think Fusion, you know, I get why people like them. I personally just don't. Over on this side of the poll, though, we have, or on the bracket, rather, we have the Hunted suits versus the Zukin suits, or the Jungle suits, or the Tournament suits, or whatever you want to call them, the Zucchini suits. Whatever you want to call them, whatever floats your boat there. But let's roll with that poll. Hunted versus Zukin. The battle damage Sons of Garmadon suits versus the Zukin suits. Let's see. Hunted or Zukin? I think the Hunted suits have a lot of really good variety in them, you know, because they're all different. But the Zukin suits, I'd say, are probably what I would vote for in this poll. Excuse me. But again, it's not up to me. It's up to you guys. Take a vote. Which ones do you prefer? Yeah, I've always called them the zucchini suits. I don't know, man. Zucchini, it just seems like the natural progression, you know? A lot of people do call them the jungle suits as well, though. I think either name works. I like them, though, quite a bit. Just kind of depends. Let's see. Do the half masks also count with the Zukin suits? I think some of the Zukin suits used a half mask, if I'm not mistaken. Did they? Maybe they did. I can't remember. Why do I feel like they didn't now? I don't know. Maybe they did. I can't remember. But yeah, those would still count as the Zukin suits. But the full suits would be the ones with the hood, you know. I'm not a huge fan of when LEGO does that, where they include like the half mask with the suits, you know, instead of the full thing. Luckily, they've stopped doing that from what I've seen, but they used to do that a lot back in the day. I know the Hands of Time suits and a couple of Hands of Time sets, they had that happen too, where they just used the half mask instead of the full hood. Zukin didn't. Okay, yeah. When I said that, I was like, wait, did they actually do that? I can't remember. But a lot of suits did that back in the day, and it was a pain. I'm glad they stopped doing that. Love to see Lloyd's hunted suit with an actual helmet to complete the armored look. Yeah, I gotcha. I understand. I know that Nia's suit, in the context of Ninjago Hunted, Nia's outfit never had the full mask. She always just wore her hair with no mask. So technically, if you want to be a little technical with this, the Hunted Nia minifigure with the full ninja mask is not show accurate. So there's some food for thought. Voted for Zukin, but I really liked the Hunted suits. Yeah, I think they both are good depending on, you know, what day of the week it is. I'd probably vote for either one. Zukin suits used a half mask in the European magazines. Oh, did they? See, I live in the US of A, where we don't get Ninjago magazines because we suck over here. But if that's true, then, you know, I'm not surprised. I know LEGO likes to do that a lot. Technically, actually, it's been 2 minutes. Let's wrap up the poll. Kind of getting a little close there towards the end. But Zukin suits still prevailed, 55-44. Does that add up to 100? It does not. Don't ask me how math works. So let's bump up the Zukin suits over the Hunted suits. Sounds good. And over here in the bottom left, we have the kimono suits versus the original ninja suits, or the trainee suits, as some people like to call them. I'm just going to call them the original suits just for the sake of simplicity. Kimono versus original. And now, since Zukin won, we can do some Season 4 pictures. The whole world wins. It's a win-win. Unless you hate Season 4. In which case, I do apologize. Kimono versus the original. Whoops, sorry. Original. All right, take a vote. 2 classic sets of Ninjago suits. Oh, I mean, the kimonos are some of my favorite suits of all time, that's true. But the originals... kind of hard to beat the originals, I suppose, right? I mean, the originals are classics, though I do think, yeah, the kimono suits are probably a little better. Miss the huge cardboard displays they'd have for toys back in the day. Yeah, I remember going to Toys R Us way back when I was a boy, and seeing all the early Ninjago stuff and the Hero Factory stuff, and those are days that I wish I could go back and revisit, man. The olden days when Toys R Us existed here in the States. I know it exists in Canada, you know, it made a comeback in Canada. We still don't have it in the States. I think we have maybe a couple stores in the States, but they're definitely not widespread. Like when I was growing up, there was a Toys R Us maybe about a half-hour drive away from my house, and that was a fun store to visit, man. I used to visit there all the time. Let's see. Yeah, why don't we wrap up the poll here? Kimonos have an overwhelming lead over the originals, so we'll probably wrap it up there. I don't think we need to let the originals suffer any longer. Let's go back to our bracket, though, and bump up the kimonos, which I really do enjoy. I love the kimonos. I can see why you guys would vote for them. Over here, then, we have the hero suits from Season 13 versus the island suits from the island, or whatever you want to call the island.
Ain't no one leaving this party?
Thank you, Brickstation, for subbing. Whatever you want to call the island. Is it Season 14? Is it a special? I don't know. That's up for the Ninjago god to decide. But let's roll with the poll. Let's get this rolling here. Hero versus island. Let's do it. Which suits are better, Hero or the Island? Sounds good. Take a vote, ladies and gents. Yeah, Monkey Kid jump scare. It's always super loud over on my end, but apparently it's like just right on your guys' end. So I'm not gonna turn it down or any of that jazz. I'm just gonna deal with it being loud over on my end. Love the island suits. Yeah, me too. I think they're really cool. Am I looking forward to the new Zane car? I got to see what they look like. I mean, the new sets, I really think that they sound interesting, but I need to see pictures. That's usually what I base my my interests off of. How they look in terms of the photos. That's how I decide which ones I want to get. So I can't say which ones I'm excited for just yet because I haven't seen any of the photos, but of course some of the names sound interesting, right? I mean, especially the Destiny's Bounty Race Against Time set. Very curious to see what that one ends up being like. Miss Minutes jump scare. Is Zane finally getting a car? I mean, there is a set in this new wave. What's it called? Zane's race car or something like that. It's a pretty long and interesting name. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but it is a Zane car from what I remember. So Zane will finally get a car. Might get off, kind of bored, but it's not your fault, just me. No big deal there, Yellow Ninja. Totally understandable. You're always welcome back here on streams whenever you want to be. No worries. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Ain't no one leaving this party. Yeah, but this party has been going on for 15 hours. Why always 70 votes? I think that's just because that's the amount of people that are voting in the poll. I mean, right now we apparently have about 90 people watching. So, you guys that aren't voting, feel free to take part in democracy. You can do that. Where is Cole's Scar in the Wild Brain seasons? It only activates when he activates his Earth Punch, doesn't it? Just like how it did in the Oni trilogy. At least I think that's how it went. It's been 2 minutes. Let's end the poll. Just saw that it was 2 minutes. Hopefully it just turned to 2 minutes and I wasn't missing it. But the island suits won. Very close race with the hero suits, though. Kind of surprising about that, too. But let's get back to our poll, bump up the island suits, and ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves the top 8. So, in the top 8, we got Deepstone, ZX, Destiny / Airjitsu / Skybound, Sons of Garmadon, Stone Armor, Zukin, Kimono, and the Island. That is our top 8. Let's play for top 8 now, ladies and gents. Let's start over here. Deepstone versus Skybound. We'll just go with that. Deepstone versus Skybound. That'll be our new poll here. And we can do some island pictures, since the island won the last round. Fantastic. Oh yeah, I suppose the tumbler does kind of count as a car. Forgot that thing existed for a second. I never had that set. You know what I remember about that set, though? They used the half mask on the Day of the Departed suits. The dreaded half mask. Alright, Deepstone, Skybound. Which suits are better? Take a vote, ladies and gents. Kind of similar suits here, except Skybound had more gold. The Deepstone suits had some gold on them, but very, very little gold. The buckles on the top of the suits were gold, and that's about it. I kind of like how there's more gold on the Skybound suits, but, that's just me. Not ZX versus Sons of Garmadon. Oh yeah, that is going to be next round. Yep, that's going to be next round. That's going to be an interesting one. Why don't you like the half masks? I do like the half masks. I just didn't like when... Luckily, Ninjago doesn't do this a lot nowadays. LEGO stopped doing this. But back in the day, they used to use the half masks quite a bit in the sets. And, for example, in the Titanium Ninja Tumbler set, they would have the Zane Day of the Departed suit, but it wouldn't be the full thing. It wouldn't have the mask. It would just have the half mask, meaning that if you bought that set, you wouldn't have the complete figure. So you would be inclined to buy another set. And that's just kind of LEGO's deceptive way of making people buy more sets. In my opinion, that's what it was. So, I don't know. I just didn't really care for when LEGO did that. Luckily, like I've said, they've stopped doing that for the most part, but... Oh yeah, it was a cheap way to get the Zane hairpiece, that's true. There was also a polybag out at the time that had Zane's hairpiece in it as well, though, so... I feel like that would have been a cheaper option. But, oh well, it is what it is. It do be what it do be. Pretty close race here between Deepstone and Skybound, but Deepstone is inching ahead just by a little bit. I'm not sure which one I'd vote for. I like both of these. If I had to vote, though, I'd probably vote for the Skybound suits. I just like how there's gold on them. More color variety, more diversity, dare I say. Yeah, I got the poly bag as well. It's like Zane and Nia. They were training or something. I think I got a couple of those poly bags, actually. Pretty sure I got more than one. Not sure why. Which Studio Ghibli film do you recommend? I mean, if you've never seen any of them before, a nice gateway movie would probably be like Totoro or Spirited Away. My favorite's Princess Mononoke, but that's kind of hardcore. It's cool, but it's kind of a little violent. It's not the most violent thing ever, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely more violent than the other Ghibli movies. So, Deep Stone 1. Let's bump up Deep Stone. Welcome to the top 4, Deep Stone. And now, over here on this end, we got ZX versus Sons of Garmadon. Oh boy, let's take a tally. Let's see what you guys have to say about this matchup. ZX versus Sons of Garmadon. Which suits are better? Like the Deep Stone suits because I like black. Yeah, that's totally fine. Totally understandable. It's definitely it fits the darker aesthetic of Possession, I'd say. And Sons of Garmadon. All right, let's roll. Yeah, it fits the spooky season. Don't make me choose. Tell you what, you could just watch the poll play out if you want. Who says you need to vote, right? Or you can flip a coin if you like both of them. There's ways to do this. Gotta head out. Bye, hugs. All right, Jaybird. Hope to see you again real soon. Thanks for being here. Do I think Moro will ever come back? Probably not. I think Moro is pretty much done in the Ninjago story. Shall not partake in this vote. No worries. That is totally your choice. I mean, for me, I'd probably vote for the Sons of Garmadon ones if I'm going to be honest. Can I ask the status of bootleg Nia? Yeah, funny you should ask. I never got her out from under the desk when I dropped her down the hole of no return. You know, the hole in my desk that presumably you would put wires through. I dropped the Nia back behind the desk. Never got it out, so she's still somewhere under the desk. Have not found her just yet. I saw her mask the other day, but I just decided not to bother with it because I couldn't see the rest of the figure. So she's still on the floor somewhere. Maybe we'll do an update 3 years from now when I finally move my desk and dig her out from under there. So just kind of depends. But yeah, that's the status of bootleg Nia. She's currently on the floor under the desk. Let's see. How's the poll going? Sons of Garmadon suits are winning. ZX suits are pretty close, but not as close as some of the other polls have been. You better get her before Waffle does. Oh, true. I mean, Waffle does like to eat Lego, but traditionally she chews on like the obvious real Lego, right? I don't think that it'd be good if she chewed on whatever bootleg plastic or bootleg paint they're trying to use for these fake figures. So maybe I should get it out from under the desk before Waffle finds it. I mean, that paint smelled pretty toxic, so I imagine it just gets worse with time. Let's see, though. It's been 2 minutes. Let's wrap up the poll. Sons of Garmadon suits have won, so going back to our bracket, let's bump up the Sons of Garmadon suits. They won out over the ZX suits. How about that? Welcome to the top 4 Sons of Garmadon suits. Over here now, we have the Stone Armor versus the Kimonos. Ooh, both pretty cool suits. That's going to be a difficult one. Let's see. Maybe it'll be easy for some of you guys. But I'd probably have a hard time voting on this one too. Stone Armor versus... Oop, that's not how you spell armor. There we go. Versus Kimono. That's also not how you spell kimono. I can spell. Welcome. I know how to speak the English language. Those of you guys that have been on stream for a while know that I certainly cannot speak the English language. Let's see. Do you like the anime Buddy Daddies? I haven't watched it. I've heard it's good. Haven't seen it. Kind of want to watch it at some point, though. I heard it's just like Spy Family, but, you know. I like Spy Family, so maybe I'll check it out. I'm trying to buy the Swift Blu-ray. Why only on Blu-ray, man? Why doesn't it have the 4K, the super duper ultra HD? That's what that movie deserves. No, that movie deserves VHS. Unfortunately, the movie came out after VHS made its mark on the movie industry. But Blu-ray, I guess it's good enough, man. Yeah, Stone Armor is getting slaughtered. I like both of them. I don't know which one I'd pick if I had to vote. I do like the kimonos maybe a tiny bit more, though, I guess. But Stone Armor, that's another one of my favorite Another set of my favorite suits, that's for sure. But since the stone armor suits are getting obliterated, let's wrap up the poll there. The kimonos have very clearly won. So, sorry, stone armor. You will be missed. Going back to our bracket then, let's bump up the kimonos. Welcome to the top 4. And we have one more spot in the top 4. One more spot is available. Zukin or Island. These two are going to go head-to-head now. Let's do that poll. Still have VHS tapes? I know I do as well, at my parents' house. Back when I was a kid, that's all we had was VHS tapes. So I used to watch like older Disney movies and all that jazz. And I know for a fact my parents still have a box in their basement full of old VHS tapes. Zukin or Island? That is what we're doing, right? Zukin, Island. Yep. Which suits are better? Sounds good. Also, I was at Goodwill not too long ago, thrifting, and I found some VHS tapes. I didn't buy any, but I regret not buying them. They had some cool stuff there. They had like Indiana Jones, Back to the Future. They had some cool stuff. Maybe I'll go back there one day, grab some of them. Let's see. Do you think they should do a Ninjago What If series? I think they probably could if they really wanted to. I'm not sure if now would be the best time to release that, though. If anything, they probably should have done that for, like, the 10th anniversary of Ninjago. That's kind of what Legacy Reimagined was to an extent. I mean, you could kind of see that as Ninjago's What If series, you know? But I think they should totally do a What If series. Maybe have that be like a series of comics or maybe just a book in general. That'd be nice. When will you play Brawls again? Probably on Friday. Tomorrow we're going to do a Pokemon stream. I feel like tomorrow all we're going to do is maybe trade some Pokemon to you guys. If you guys want, we'll hatch some of the extra Poniard eggs that we still have lying around. Maybe we'll hatch a second shiny Samurai. Who's to say? But Lego Brawls, we'll be playing that on Friday, along with some other games and stuff. Let's see. What else do we got here in the chat? It's actually a pretty close race here between Zukin and the Island suits. Wasn't expecting this one to be super close, to be honest. Basically, which jungle-based suit did it better? Yeah, that is true. This is kind of like the battle of the jungle suits here. Which ones do you guys prefer? I think the Island suits make like better jungle-themed costumes, you know? I just like the half mask and the hair. I think that looks good. That's a good combo. The Zukin suits don't really do that, but they're still pretty good. I still like them quite a bit. What Pokemon version do you play? For the new games, I have Scarlet. I play Pokemon Scarlet version. But the poll's almost wrapped up, so if you guys haven't voted, take a vote. With that being said, it is 2 minutes. All right, let's see who won. Ooh, Island. Yeah, Cole's Man Bun. Cole's Man Bun, that's what made the Island suits win, absolutely. So, going back to our bracket, let's bump up the Island suits. And ladies and gents, we have ourselves our top 4. Deepstone, Kimonos, Sons of Garmadon, Island. Now let's play for top 2. Deepstone versus Kimonos. That is certainly a matchup. Let's see who gets the victory there. Ooh, what if Jay was raised by Wu? That'd be a cool what if scenario. I'd love to see that. All right, Deepstone or Kimonos? Oh boy, oh geez. Let's take a vote. What are you guys thinking?
Father would not want you to do this, brother.
We also have ourselves a $7.99 donation from HPT. Thank you very much, HPT, for the donation. A duck walked up to a lemonade stand, and he said to the man running the stand, "Thank you, Jay Walker, for subscribing." He said to the man running the stand, "Hey, you got any grapes?" The man said, "Yeah, here's some grapes. Now leave me alone." Thank you, HPT, for the $7.99 donation. I appreciate that. And also, thank you very much, Jay Walker, for subbing at the same time. I appreciate it. Let's see how the poll's doing. Kimonos or Deepstone? Kind of close. Not as close as I was expecting it to be, but pretty close. Kimonos are at 57. Deepstone's at 43. And he said to the man running the stand. See, how come no one's done like a dramatic reading of the Duck Song lyrics yet? That'd be a good idea for a video. Absolutely. Megatron or the Overlord. I was going to say they're kind of the same character, but I feel like the Overlord is more similar to something like Unicron, you know? Maybe Megatron and Garmadon is a fairer comparison. Both were good at one point. Both could be good again, who's to say? Unicron is just like the embodiment of pure evil, though. So I'd say Unicron and the Overlord is a fairer comparison. So, you know, it is what it is. We're going to let the poll run for about another, I think it's got another minute left. As soon as it hits 2 minutes, we'll wrap it up. So, if you guys haven't voted yet, feel free to take a vote. All in his mind? Duck song in Old English. That's what we need. That's a fantastic idea. Oh yeah, speaking of fantastic ideas, we mentioned in a stream recently, someone had the idea to make the presidents, vote on Ninjago stuff. I thought that was a good idea. Unfortunately, since we talked about that, a lot of people have done videos like that, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do one anymore, but that was a good idea. When, before a bunch of people already did it. Kimonos have won over the Deepstone suits, so let's go back to our bracket and bump up the kimonos. Deepstone had a good run, but the kimonos have proven themselves victorious over the Deepstone suits. All good. And now over here, we got the Sons of Garmadon suits versus the Island suits. Which one will join the kimonos in the top 2? That is certainly a battle that I want to see play out. So, Sons of Garmadon versus Island. Let's do it. Mr. Nimbus tribute? Maybe. Who's to say? Sons of Garmadon or the Island, the Island. I have a great idea for a Mr. Nimbus tribute. Oh no. You guys might actually see that April 1st. Along with, my actual idea. But I have a great idea for a Mr. Nimbus tribute. Obviously, that video would be demonetized to oblivion, but I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the lulz, And also, I wouldn't feel right making money off of a Mr. Nimbus tribute. This coffee was paid for me by Mr. Nimbus. Thanks, Mr. Nimbus. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, Sons of Garmadon is winning. Island suits are kind of close, but not really. Ooh, I don't know. Please do the AI president video. I would have, but there's already been a bunch of people in the Ninjago scene that have done that already. I don't want to, add more fuel to the fire, so to speak. So, why'd you stop making the Ninjago tributes? Long story short, all of those videos are demonetized, obviously, due to copyright, not only for the use of Ninjago footage, but also for the use of songs, and they took a long time to make, and when I started doing YouTube as a job full-time, I couldn't really afford to spend a lot of time on tributes, I wanted to put time and attention towards other videos that I was trying to make, so, long story short, copyright and time constraints. Those two factors kind of killed it, but I might do more in the future. It's not about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. Just ordered the Swift movie on Blu-ray. Should be here by the 1st. Oh my goodness. I'm surprised they even released that film on Blu-ray, to be honest with you. Kind of want to add it to my collection now, too. Ooh, I don't know. We'll probably give the poll another few minutes. Or, sorry, 1 more minute. When it hits 2 minutes, we'll wrap it up. No big deal. What's your favorite candy? I don't know if I have a favorite candy. I like Reese's, the peanut butter and the chocolate. That's a pretty good combo, that type of meme. Can you charge Ninjago villains with actual crimes? I've seen people do that before, too. That was a common trend for a while. Ninjago villains, if they were charged with their crimes. Those were fun videos to watch, but like I said, everyone's already done that, so I gotta find something original. Sons of Garmadon suits won, though, so going back to our poll, let's bump up the Sons of Garmadon suits. Pretty surprising. I would have voted for the Island. But again, that's just my opinion. Sons of Garmadon suits have won, though. So now we have ourselves a brawl between the top 2 here. Kimonos versus Sons of Garmadon. Funny enough, Lloyd is the mascot, if you will, for both sets of suits. So let's wrap it up here. This is the final round, ladies and gents. Kimonos versus Sons of Garmadon suits. Which suits are the best suits? And just for neutral playing ground here, we will do crystallized pictures. Just to make it neutral. Final round. Let's roll. If I could spell, that'd be nice. Kimonos versus Sons of Garmadon. Thank you. All right. Feel free to take a vote. And we also have another donation from HBT, $2.99. The next bracket fights vid, Waffle versus Momo. Who would win in a fight, Waffle or Momo? I've seen them fight. Momo wins every time. Yeah, I do like Sour Patch Kids as well. Sour Patch Kids, though, I can't eat too much of because they hurt my tongue.
Would not want you to do this, brother.
Yeah, they hurt my tongue after a while, so I can't eat too many Sour Patch Kids. But thank you, HBT, for the $2.99 super chat. I appreciate that. Yeah, Momo usually wins those fights because Waffle bows down to her because Momo is the alpha. So, and Momo doesn't have any claws, so she just literally just smacks Waffle around. It's pretty funny to watch. But lately they've been hanging out together, watching the birds, and they've been licking each other and stuff. It's very cute watching them hang out. So lately they've been being friends. So that's nice to see. After like 2 years of them being together, they're finally becoming friends. And if you guys want to see my... Oh, I don't have the kitty picture. I was going to say... Oh, man. I was going to say, if you guys want to see my kitties, I'll show you the kitties. But I don't have the kitty picture anymore. Not on my new computer. Aw, I might have to add that again. If you want to see pictures of my cats, check out my Instagram. Link down below in the description. Let's see. We're pretty close here between the kimonos and the Sons of Garmadon suits. Right now, it's 50-50, literally split down the middle. So... I don't know, guys. As soon as it hits 2 minutes, we're going to wrap it up. So if you guys haven't voted, take a vote. Because right now, it's pretty even. Yeah, I forgot to add the kitty pictures. I'll see if I can add more maybe this weekend. Have them for next week. Does Momo still rattle the side of the hut? We actually got rid of that hut. The pumpkin hut, well, we still have the pumpkin hut. It's just not in my room anymore. It's under the kitchen table. We got them a better bed for my room, and they both share it. Like, one can go inside, one can go on top. So that's 2 minutes. Let's end it off here. Ooh, kimonos won just by a little bit. Look at that. 51-48. Now, obviously, it doesn't add up to 100% because YouTube's stupid, but the kimonos still had the higher percentage. So going back to our bracket, it's been 2 minutes, and the kimonos have been crowned as the winner. So, overall, kind of what I expected. I wasn't expecting the Sons of Garmadon suits to make it this far. Like, when I put them in the generator, I was honestly expecting the Sons of Garmadon suits to lose to the ZX suits. And especially here, I was expecting them to lose to the Island suits. But they did not. They made it all the way to the final round, so that's pretty cool. Wasn't expecting that. But the kimonos, I was kind of expecting them to go far. I really like the kimonos. When I saw that they were going to go up against the Deepstone suits here for this round, I got pretty excited. But, you know, the kimonos, very classic set of ninja suits. A lot of people love them. Where are the digi suits? I couldn't include every set of suits here. We only had 16 slots in the bracket, so some of the suits had to be left out, but maybe we can do another round at some point with some of the lesser popular ninja suits, you know. These were just the fan favorites from what I've seen. These were the ones that most people talk about, so I figured these ones would be the ones that would be fit for this poll. But the kimonos have won, so there you go. According to this bracket, the kimonos are the best suits. But obviously, you know, that's very subjective. Whatever suits you think are the best, those are the best ones. But feel free to let me know in the chat which set of suits are your favorite suits. And with that being said, guys, we still have a few minutes left in the stream, so why don't we hang out for a bit? Why don't we hang out and relax for a bit? You guys can ask questions if you want. We can just hang out for the next few minutes here. I do want to do more bracket fights in the future. I think we could do that every Wednesday, perhaps, you know? I said that earlier in the stream, but not sure who was here for that, but I do want to do more bracket fights. I'll probably do that more once a week, like I said. But we still have a few minutes left, so if you guys want to hang out for a bit, that would totally be fine and dandy. That was fun, though. I liked the return of the bracket fights. Hopefully you guys enjoyed them as well. Soundwave or Mr. E? Like, who's the better character? Who do I prefer? Probably Soundwave. Want to see another tier list? Ooh, that'd be a fun idea. I wouldn't mind doing another tier list. And, you know, the good thing is with the tier lists, we can make those into videos as well. I mean, I probably could make the bracket fight into a video if I really wanted to, but I got some other videos planned for this week. But tier lists are easier to make as videos anyway. Can you do a Union Circle on Thursday? Yeah, I will. So yeah, reminder guys, tomorrow is going to be a Pokemon stream here on the channel. So we're probably just going to be hatching more eggs. I will be doing a Union Circle as well, if anybody wants to join. And also, if anybody wants Froakies, we're going to be giving out some Froakies tomorrow as well, for anyone that wants them. I just have boxes full of Froakies that I want to get rid of. So it's either I'm going to release them or I'm going to trade them to you guys. Do you have YouTube Premium? I do, yeah. I'm on YouTube all the time, so it's better if I don't have ads. So I use YouTube Premium. And also there's a couple of other benefits as well that I like to take advantage of sometimes, but I like using YouTube Premium. I do have that, yeah. You made me hate democracy, and now you will be hearing from my lawyer. You know what? You'll be hearing from my lawyer. His name is Matthew Murdoch. And he's the bestest lawyer that ever lawyered. Chen S. Starscream. That's about right. Would you kill your PETA? Yes, I would. Absolutely. I might kill my PETA. Totally a good idea. Favorite dragon form? Ooh, what is my favorite dragon form? I'd probably say Cole's. I like the gold and the orange coloring. I think they're all pretty good. Jay's might be my least favorite, though. You know? Just because there's too much yellow on him. Would have preferred a lot more blue. But then again, with the dragon form ninja, Zane already had the blue, so, you know, you win some, you lose some. Your lawyer is She-Hulk? Oh man, I'm gonna lose for sure. What the heck? Why does Waffle hate when Cat picks her up? Waffle hates everyone and everything. She doesn't like anything. You even go over there to pet her and she freaks out. She'll like scream before you even make contact with her. That's how we know it doesn't hurt Waffle when we pick her up, because she screams before we even touch her. That's what's funny. Will you ever get Lloyd's Golden Ultra Dragon from Crystallized? Probably not. I don't really have a reason to get it, to be honest. I already have the Golden Oni Lloyd minifigure. Bought that on Bricklink separately when Crystallized came out. And I already have all the minifigures that I want, so there's really no reason for me to get that set, unless I want it for the dragon itself, which I kind of don't. So I probably won't buy that set ever. HPT 299. Favorite and least favorite Ninjago set ever? Ooh, favorite, I'm going to have to say the Movie Bounty. I'd say that one's my favorite still. Ninjago City Gardens came close, but I'd say the Movie Bounty is still my favorite Ninjago set of all time. With my least favorite Ninjago set, though, Samurai X Cave Chaos. Hate that set. Absolutely disgusting set, at least in my opinion. And I bought that set. And I bought that set, too. Yeah, not a great set.
Father would not want you to do this, brother.
But thank you, HPT, for the $2.99. Hope I was able to answer your question there. Probably my favorite and least favorite. If you guys want to drop in the chat what your favorite and least favorite Ninjago set is, that'd be nice. Feel free to do so. You find any good deals on the docks? I have not, no. To be fair, though, I haven't really been looking. I'm not really in the market to buy the docks right now. And every single listing that I've seen for it, it's pretty expensive. So maybe I'll buy the docks one day. But if I never get it, I'm not going to be too upset. I do have the Ninjago City now. I have the gardens. I do plan on buying the Ninjago City markets when that set comes out here. Apparently it's going to be coming out on June 1st. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. If it is going to be coming out on June 1st, it's probably going to get revealed soon, right? Perhaps. Best Daredevil season? Ooh, I still like season 1 the best. I'd rate them, or rank them rather. I'd rank them season 1, season 3, season 2. From best to worst. But even season 2, it's not terrible. It's really good still. So, let's see. X1 Charger favorite? Ooh, which one? The Legacy or the original? I think both of them, both are pretty good. Favorite Nia and Jay's race car, least favorite the Ninja Brick box. Yeah, I had really no interest in buying the Ninja Brick box. If anything, I kind of want those Apprentice minifigures, but I might just buy those on Bricklink. From what I've seen, they're going for pretty cheap. Ooh, Legacy, good choice. I like the Legacy X1 Charger. Got a review for it up on the channel. Kind of an old review at this point. When did that set come out? Like 2021? Yeah, it must have. God, you guys remember Legacy? Legacy was so good. Who do you think would win the Tournament of Elements if it were fair? Like, if they were to, actually do the tournament as it was supposed to be played out, I feel like Lloyd would have still won. Well, to be fair, he didn't win because Chen won, technically, but I'd say Lloyd probably would have won. Ooh, Megatron button? You got it. I got it right here, actually. Here it is.
Yes.
Don't know if you guys heard that. It's pretty quiet. I wonder if the batteries are going bad in this thing. Oh well. Just swap them out. I did buy a bunch of batteries at some point, so I got a drawer full of batteries out in the kitchen. The Legacy X1 charger that ran over Jay. Good riddance. Have you guys seen the hot take video that I put up earlier today? If you guys haven't seen it, feel free to check it out. We did upload the hot takes video, but there was one that I included that was like, Jay sucks, he should die in the next season and stay dead or something like that. I thought that was pretty funny. A lot of really cool hot takes this time around. I was actually pretty happy. I remember the last time I was doing the hot takes video, a lot of the takes, it was difficult trying to find takes that I wanted to include because, there was so much of the same stuff that we had seen before, and a lot of the hot takes were kind of just like popular opinions, so to speak. But this time around, we had some really cool, controversial, and spicy opinions, so I was pretty happy with that selection. If you guys haven't seen the hot takes video that I put up earlier today, feel free to check it out. We have a lot of spicy takes there. Someone said that Zane and Pixel's ship was boring. Someone said that... what else did they say? Someone went on a really long rant and wrote like an essay about how Lloyd and Nia should be together as opposed to Jay and Nia. That was an interesting one to read. But it's a spicy and controversial opinion, right? That's perfect for hot takes. There was one that I saw that I really enjoyed where they were like, Ninjago's taking the spotlight away from other LEGO themes. I thought that was a pretty cool take. I'd say once upon a time that was true, but nowadays Ninjago is not the most popular LEGO theme anymore. I don't even think it ranks among the most popular ones, if I'm being honest. So maybe once upon a time, yeah, Ninjago kind of outclassed a lot of other LEGO themes trying to do similar stuff, but nowadays, I don't know. I think Ninjago is kind of, overshadowed by other themes, dare I say. HPT 799. Lag, maybe that's because I'm tuning in from the back of my car and the Wi-Fi is not good. That could be. I'm not seeing any lag over on my end, HPT. I'm seeing no drop frames, actually.
Would not want you to do this, brother.
I'm seeing no hot frames, so it might just be the car Wi-Fi there, HPT. But thank you very much for the $7.99 super chat. I appreciate that. Thanks for supporting the channel. Ooh, what was it like to write your Ninjago fan-made story? I'm making one. Gonna be honest, it was kind of hard to get through it at first. I was feeling very unmotivated a lot of days when I was trying to write that, but once I completed it, I felt good. There's a really famous quote. I'm not sure who said it. Might have been James Gunn. But, James Gunn, big inspiration to me, especially when I was writing that Ninjago screenplay. He said that if you complete the screenplay, you're already doing better than 90% of the people that try. So that felt pretty good when I finally finished it. Pretty sure James Gunn said that at some point. He might have been quoting someone else, but I know for a fact he said that. So I was pretty happy with the story. I mean, try to complete it, Keep on working at it. Keep on doing your thing. Write what you want to write. Just keep at it. And, I thought you said James Bond. No, James Gunn. James Gunn, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy, a lot of other really cool movies. And then when I finished it, I tweeted it at him, and he liked it or responded to it or something. He interacted with it in some way. Pretty sure he just liked it, but that was pretty cool. I had a good time with that. Been a minute since I've made like any fan fiction, though. Maybe I should get back on that. Might post a video about it when I finish. I'd say go for it, for sure. Do whatever you feel is right. Do what you want to do. James Gunn 007. How do you set up a live stream? How do you make money with YouTube? For streams, I use OBS. It's a free software that you can download off the internet. It's free. It's really good, really reliable. Except when you try to transfer over computers and the settings are all jacked up. But I fixed that eventually. But in terms of making money on YouTube, you need to apply to the YouTube Partnership Program, which you do need certain requirements in order to be approved. Like, you need a certain amount of watch time. Pretty sure you need a certain amount of subs as well. Could be wrong about that though. But there are requirements. I'd recommend looking into the YouTube partnership program if anyone's looking out for, that type of stuff. If anyone's curious on how to get into like the YouTube thing, check out the partnership program. Check out the requirements. See if your channel qualifies. You need 1K subs. That's what I thought. I didn't want to say that though. I know for sure you need 4,000 hours of watch time per month. So at least. How many years is Ninjago going to keep on going? I'm planning on doing a video about that at some point here. Like, will Ninjago ever end? I'm not so sure. I mean, Ninjago's had a lot of spots where they could very well have ended it if they wanted to, but they didn't. So Ninjago's probably still going to be going on for quite a few more years, perhaps. Or 10 million short views? Really? Didn't know about that. Shorts, I will say, shorts have just been monetized now, and my most popular short, let's see, how many views does that cannibalism one have? Because for some reason, that's the most popular short that I've done. Thanks for that, by the way, guys. A lot of you guys love cannibalism for some reason. 579,000 views. And I'm pretty sure I've made about $14 off of that one. So YouTube Shorts being monetized, I mean, that's great. It's extra money on the side, I guess. But they're definitely not making as much money as actual videos. You know what I'm saying? So $14 for 579,000 views. Traditionally, that's not what happens on YouTube. So waiting for more cannibalism videos. They're coming down the pipeline, don't worry. Apparently you guys love cannibalism, so that's all we're going to do now. We are going to turn this into a cannibalism channel. Let's see. By the way, I won't be here for the rest of the week. My sister's birthday is Friday. We're going to LA. No big deal, Lizzie. Hope you have a fun time. Thank you very much for being here when you can be here. And I hope all that goes well for you. I've been to LA a couple times. It's quite the city. Yeah. I loved it. It was quite the city. Let's see. Can you do me a favor? Watch all of Nexonites and review it. Pretty sure no one has done it yet. Oh man, I'm pretty sure no one's done that either. Just reviewing every single episode of Nexonites. Oh, I don't know about that, man. I'm pretty sure. Am I the only person to have reviewed every episode of Ninjago on YouTube? Because I have like a full playlist of all of my reviews. Surely someone else has done that, right? But I don't remember seeing anyone else like review the early episodes. I don't know. Who's to say? Nexonites was really cool. Yeah, I liked it. I bought a couple of the sets. I bought more Nexonites sets than I bought Chima sets. I mean, I never really watched either of the shows. I watched maybe 2 episodes of each. But the Nexonites sets, those ones, I bought more of. Just the smaller ones. Not anything crazy, not anything huge. I really liked the castle on the tank treads, though, That set I always thought was really cool, but I never ended up buying that. So, it is what it is. Did the ninja ever discover the fate of the Ultra Dragon? There's a moment in Ninjago Hunted where they look at the bones that the Iron Baron's throne is made of. That is the Ultra Dragon, and Kai says something along the lines of, I don't know who this guy is, but I already hate him. So maybe, I don't know, it's hard to say. They never outright say, oh hey look, there's our pet dragon that's dead now, and the Iron Baron's using him as a chair. That's real nifty, isn't it? So I don't know, I guess it's up to interpretation. I don't think they ever did though. Yeah, I don't think they ever did. When is your next giveaway? Not sure. I'm thinking when we hit 150,000 subscribers, but that's a fair chunk of time away. We might do something sooner. Not really sure. Haven't really thought about the next giveaway just yet, TBH, but I'm sure we'll do one soon. With that being said, though, you guys, I think we're going to wrap it up there for stream. We've been streaming for about 1 hour and 8 minutes. We did our bracket. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and let's go ahead and wrap it up here. I think we're going to go ahead and call her quits for today. So, streaming schedule. We stream Monday to Friday, 6 to 7 Central. daily updates on the community tab, all of that good stuff is. And with that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's stream. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I do plan on doing more bracket fights in the future, so stay tuned for those. I want to bring those back. I think that's a fun thing that we can try. And also tier lists and all that stuff too. Nice little variety here. I'm also going to add a smiley face at the end of all these hugs. Look at that. It's a little smiley boy. It's a little smiley face. But thanks so much for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Tomorrow, reminder, Pokemon stream tomorrow. If you guys are interested in joining the Pokemon stream, feel free to tune on in tomorrow. Otherwise, on Friday, we're going to be doing all of the games. So, Lego Brawls, Mario Kart, Ninjago movie, our usual lineup. So, swing on by on Friday if you want to take part in that stream. Otherwise, tomorrow, same time, same place, we are going to be doing a Pokemon stream. So, thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you guys enjoyed, feel free to like and subscrizzle, do all that fun stuff. Have a fantastic rest of your day, everybody. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day or night. Thanks for joining me here today. Hope to see you again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys again really soon. Peace.